Today we're going to get to see a concealed carrier talk his way not into a trial and charges, but two of them. Hi everyone, welcome to today's lesson here at Active Self-Protection. I am your host as always, John Correa. Every day here at Active Self-Protection, we do an analysis of a real-life defensive encounter caught on video so that your training and your practice can be more evidence-based. Today's video comes to us from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Today's episode is supported by DroneQuote, a veteran-owned business that's a champion for homeowners in the solar and roofing world. These guys are all about honesty, integrity, and doing what's right for the customer. They get you multiple quotes from top installers backed by a 30-year warranty. They even use drones to inspect your roof before and after installation to hold installers accountable. If you value straight answers and want an advocate on your side, don't go solar without DroneQuote, your dedicated homeowner advocates for solar installations nationwide. Hit the link in the description to find out more. What we're about to see here is a man who pulls into his house. He's going to get out, open his gate, and go like he is going to go inside. In his neighborhood here, they're going to see a guy drive by. He's going to take umbrage at how fast he's going. We have audio of their confrontation, so let's listen in to what we hear on the surveillance camera. Simply for the sake of time, they're having an argument here, but you can't hear what they say. I sped this up for the sake of time. Let's continue to listen in when it comes back and you can understand them.
Oh my God, Tom, get out! I just fucking did, dumbass.
The shooter now is going to get in his truck, pull his truck into his driveway, and just kind of eventually take his time. He is then eventually going to call 911. We do have the entirety of that 911 call recorded for us and included here. Let's listen in to what he says.
Hello?
Emergency.
Hi, this is
Yes, I mean, police officers out here.
What's the address?
1621 Valverde.
And just repeat it for verification.
Huh?
Repeat it for verification.
1621 Valverde.
And what's the closest cross street there?
It's Snedder and Blake. There's shots have been fired. There's a man down. I think he's dead.
Somebody got shot?
Yeah. He
Okay.
was out here and he threatened my life, and I pulled my sidearm and I had to shoot him. He went running to his truck to get a firearm. He's in a red Scout. He's in blue jeans. He's dead. He's on the floor dead.
Okay, and what was going on?
I don't know. He was speeding through the street, and I told him to slow down, so he stopped all the way down the road and backed all the way up and told me what the fuck and started giving me choice words and threatened my life. Went back to his truck, so I gave him a warning shot on the ground, and he went back to his truck to go get a weapon, so I had to shoot him.
Okay. And you sure that he is not alive?
No, he's not. He's dead.
Okay.
I checked his pulse. He's dead.
Okay. And what is your name?
Joseph Patel.
Was anybody else injured?
Yeah, he's dead.
Was anyone else injured? Hello?
He's dead.
Okay. Was anybody else injured?
Huh? Yeah. He stopped here and threatened my life. And then he went for his gun, and I had to shoot him. I gave him a warning shot. And I did. I told him, get out of here, because he's speeding down the road. I said, I'm just telling you to slow down. He's like, I'll fucking kill you. And it's a good audience. I shot at the ground.
Sir.
And then he went running to a second and get a gun.
Did
Alright.
he have a
I'm
weapon as
Yeah, I'm
well?
on the phone with him now. What was your name then?
Did he have a weapon? Hello?
Yeah, it just sucks. I'm fine. It just sucks. I don't know who these people are. They keep coming here and trying threatening me.
Hello?
And he says, he just says, I don't know who the
Sir.
fuck, I don't know who the fuck you are. I'll kill you.
Sir?
Yeah. It's sad. It's just sad.
Hello? Are you there?
Hello?
Did you see him with a weapon?
Are you there?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Do you know this guy? Because
Joseph.
you were threatening me.
Joseph.
He ends the call here. He's going to talk to the neighbor. The cops are going to show up. We have a bunch of badge cams. I've edited the badge cam of him talking to the cops just so you can hear a few things that he says. If you don't watch the whole thing, it's linked in the description. I've put all the salient parts coming up right now.
Okay. I need to take that from you.
Go ahead, take it.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead. It's my weapon.
Okay. And then do you have any?
It's loaded. So
Okay.
take it. No, it has a chamber.
That's fine. Do you have any
it's
mags
not.
on you?
No, I don't. But just
Okay.
make sure you pull that mag out and it's
Okay.
chambered. Just be careful.
Alrighty. Give me 1 second.
I've already took it.
What do you think? It doesn't matter. You still have to get handcuffed, bro. We weren't here when it happened.
Oh, I know. Oh, you haven't even asked me one question.
That's why.
Are your cameras on?
Of course they're on.
Okay.
I got someone coming to film this.
Okay.
Good.
No, it is good. This guy's a fucking weirdo.
Sir,
Shit.
are you asking anything right
Do you
now?
have any knives on you?
Negative. You got my weapon.
Okay. That's all you have?
Make sure you chamber it.
Don't say shit to me right now. Let me,
I'll just wait for a lawyer. How's that?
that's up to you, sir.
I mean, you
I'm
can ask
trying-
me questions. You cuff me. I'm not.
I know, the only
I'm a
questions,
victim.
the only questions I ask, sir,
Yeah,
are
that's one.
if this is your house.
That's the one. Yeah. This is my house.
And if that's
My
your
car.
car.
It's not mine.
That's
I don't know
it.
him. I don't know who that
And
is.
nobody else is here.
No one.
Okay.
I got my wife coming down to or whatever.
Read him his rights, and then we'll secure him. And just work
What
on.
am I being arrested for?
You're not being arrested.
What are the rights being read for, though?
So this is because
To protect you.
anybody's going to ask you questions. We have to remind you of your rights.
We can
Right, because then people...
provide one thing that's secure, that way we can get
I've
medical
been
and
screwed so many times. And this
on life
guy
together.
keeps threatening my life, and I already know it's going to be an issue.
Okay,
But
let me read this to you first, and then you
Yeah,
can
for
tell me.
years, fantastic.
Okay. What is your name? I'm so
Joseph
sorry.
Gonzalez.
Joseph Gonzalez. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to an attorney for advice before we ask you any questions, and to have an attorney with you during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you by the state of New Mexico free of charge before any questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without an attorney present, you will still have the right to stop answering at any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time to talk to an attorney. Do you understand everything I just read to you, Joseph? Okay. Let's go ahead and walk over there. And then once your wife gets here, I'll let you know, okay?
10-4, I have a CID
What is she coming
supervisor.
to?
Give me a phone.
just dropped her off. What?
Let's walk in here, unless you want to be further away.
No, I don't. Why am I getting put in a car anyway?
Just so you're not standing over there. We're going to talk to other people, see if they saw anything.
There was no one here but me. I think if anyone has anything, Mr. Saul has a camera there. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure he saw some motion, and he'll probably be able to see everything on that camera.
I'll turn
I
the
could
air
call him
on
and get this out.
yeah, I'll turn the air on and then
Can I put these in front, being that I'm just being detained, so I can use my phone? Because I gotta call my lawyer.
I can't. But
Well, I'm not arrested, am I?
no, you're
Being
just
detained, I
at the
can't put them
time.
on the front. I don't have no weapons.
No.
You guys check me.
No, I'm sorry.
God bless. How does a victim get put in the back of a vehicle?
So we'll talk to you.
Put in my phone, please. I need to call my lawyer.
Okay. I'm gonna do that, but I can't have you have
You
your phone
can't have
right
my
now.
property. I don't allow you to have my property. I'm not arrested. You get what
Okay,
I'm
but
saying?
I'm not gonna give you your phone at this time. Okay.
I took it out of my pocket so I didn't break it.
Okay, but I'm not gonna give you your
Where's the
phone at
sergeant?
this
Where's the
time. Okay.
lieutenant?
I'm
Give me a
sure they're
lieutenant.
both coming.
Can you call your lieutenant because I know him, please?
Okay.
Because
but
I'm
can
not
you sit in
arrested.
there?
I would, but give me my phone.
Have a seat, sir.
Joseph, I'm not gonna give you your phone
That's-
at this
you
time.
cannot have my phone.
We're not going to use it. or
I'm
anything.
not
Just gonna Put
arrested.
it in the front
I'm
seat.
gonna put it in the
It's
front
right
seat.
there.
Nobody's gonna touch it. Okay.
All right. That's all that's
For
going to
what
happen.
crime?
Deputies.
Wait, don't get involved. I know I have a good rapport with her, not with you, sir. So let me talk with her.
So I'm
You
not
know my
gonna touch
rapport.
your
I've been
phone.
professional.
I know.
Listen, now he's
Okay.
getting loud.
And
I don't need to get bombarded with 3 people over. That's
Once-
Joe, don't touch that. It's nasty. Promise you.
Okay.
Has poop all over it. I
Once,
just want my phone.
once our lieutenant gets
You
here, I'll
can't
have him
have my
talk to
property.
you.
It's like me taking your property. I'm just saying, let me have my property. I took it over here to put it in the front. I gave you my weapon. I told you what happened. Please let me have my phone. You cannot have my property. I'm going to tell you that the last time. Now, if you take it, it's stealing.
Joseph, it's
You're
not
taking my
stealing.
phone, you're stealing.
under investigative detention right now.
That's
okay?
fine. I'm
So
not
I'm-
charged with the crime.
Nobody
So
said
I
you
get
were,
my
Joseph.
property. You didn't even know I had my phone. You and the other.
I did know you had your phone, but
So
you were
why
gonna
did you
sit
get
in
my
my
property?
car.
Do
But
know
you
what
were
I'm
gonna
saying?
sit in my car.
So you're making an issue. I don't want you to have my phone.
It doesn't.
Well, then
it
put
doesn't
it right
matter,
here and I
okay?
won't use it. Your
No.
lieutenant's not going to let you keep my phone if I'm not arrested.
We're gonna have him
I'm
talk
sitting
to you,
in here
okay?
out of my own free
All right.
will.
All right.
Thank you. This is, I mean, I feel bad. If someone threatens your life, I've got so many threats, it's unfucking real.
Joseph, do you have keys?
Do I have keys?
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
For your house, right? Do you mind if he takes those?
Is it those ones right there?
But what are you doing with them?
They're gonna get a warrant for your property.
For what?
Huh?
Or what?
I don't know. Search
Who's
warrant.
they? The sergeant? Hey, sergeant, come here. You're the one telling her to do all this. Why don't you tell me what she's about to explain to me? You won't call your LT. I saw you tell her no. I want your LT here. I don't want to talk to you. You're biased towards me, dude. You've been since I met you.
So he's
You came here in your fatigues that one time acting like a badass. I remember you, dude.
okay. So
For what? I'm a victim. That's all. I'm not mad at you. I just want to talk to you.
I know.
It's not procedure. I'm a victim. Someone came and threatened my life. You put me in the back of a car with handcuffs? You're a dick, dude.
Okay.
You are, bro.
So they're
Give them to my wife. They're my wife's keys.
okay.
If you give them to my wife, you're gonna go take them to her?
Yeah, we'll go.
Just go take them to her. Those ain't house keys.
Those are not house.
Those are not house keys.
Oh, we need the house.
I don't
keys.
have house keys.
Oh, okay. Does she have the house?
This
keys?
is a remodel. It's a I'm doing remodel to it.
Okay.
There's no lock on there. Those are the truck keys for you.
Alrighty. All right.
That's
talk
her
to
vehicle.
her then, and
No,
then...
that's her keys. That's her vehicle. Those are her keys. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Those aren't my keys.
How did,
It's for the truck. That's in there. Silver truck. Those are her keys.
and those are the keys
Those are the keys for the truck.
Okay.
There's no house keys on it.
Okay.
That's for, if you see the keys, the little key, that little guy.
The
Those
Chevy
are,
one? And
yeah,
then these
that's
are
the
little-
Chevy. Those are for all the trailer like locks that I have.
Okay.
Okay.
So, you know,
Cool.
for the no, just for the trailer locks for the
Okay.
truck. That's
Okay.
the truck keys.
Oh, I see.
That's only truck keys.
Got it.
And then how much longer do I got to step back here, Sergeant?
Well, once.
I'm just saying, I could stand out here with you guys, dude. I'm not being a dick. I've been cooperative. I could have stayed in my house and waited
Right now.
and made a big deal. But I didn't. I greeted you guys, and you're treating me like a damn asshole, dude. That's not right,
Really
bro.
not, man. I have not.
You didn't ask me one question. You turned me around and put cuffs on me. You didn't even frisk me. When I pulled my phone out to put it in my front pocket, she took it from me. None of you frisked me and took my phone out. Why?
Why don't you just...
I was calm. You guys pissed me
Let me
off.
answer your question. All right? You should be getting interviewed pretty soon.
I'll go ask her mom or wife's.
Defender ended up being charged with first-degree murder. The jury acquitted of first-degree murder charge, but locked 10-2 in favor of conviction for second-degree murder, which is basically without malice aforethought and without an evil mind. So the prosecutor is going to retry. This happened 2 years ago. Guy's been sitting in jail for 2 years waiting for trial. He is going to continue to sit in jail while court proceedings happen a second time on a retry on the murder 2 charge. Okay, you know we're going to get into the analysis here. You now know that he was tried and acquitted of first-degree murder, but the jury hung on second-degree murder and they voted 10-2 to convict, and the prosecutor is going to retry on that. What are your thoughts just watching the video before we get to the lessons on that, knowing the difference between them? Let's talk about it. Can't tell you enough, this is why a good, sane, sober, moral, prudent person lives a lifestyle of de-escalation, escape, and evasion. Do you think if he had this to do over again that he would just let the guy go and not talk about this and not yell at him running down the street like that? I think so, because again, if you invite someone to a fight, they may well take that invitation, and now we're going to get into a verbal conflict. Now, there's a few things here that I think are going to get him in a lot of trouble, and that is now they're yipping at each other. Again, now we're in a verbal confrontation. You don't know what that guy's capable of. I want to note here that our shooter has his hand on his gun already. Now, he's using a fairly crappy open carry holster, a Phobos paddle holster, which is a giant pile of crap. Don't use those. Get a better holster if you're going to open carry. It should have active retention. So I can't say that he's doing that with malice, but he's already thinking about his gun. We can say, well, he's thinking about it because he's worried he may have to shoot this guy because this guy may threaten his life. Well, that just shows that he understands that what he did has escalated a conflict and potentially brought deadly force around. Remember as well, if you carry a firearm, which I do every day, remember, every fight could potentially escalate this high, and because you are there. Now, we don't know what the argument is here, right? In this argument, our shooter said, I'll kill you. Now, that's not here, and it isn't caught on the camera, but it might be true. But his response to that then is to fire a warning shot. And he even said to 911, I fired a warning shot at him. I cannot tell you how bad an idea that is, because a warning shot communicates that you're not really at fear for your life. You're not really deathly afraid, truly afraid of death or great bodily harm, because you had the time and the inclination to discharge a firearm to warn him. That bullet is going to go somewhere. Also, again, you're limiting your capacity. You are giving him opportunity to change things. It's just a bad idea. Don't fire warning shots. So then the guy turns around like you'd expect. Oh no, he's shooting at me. And then what happens when he turns around here after firing a very ill-advised warning shot is that he shoots the guy in the back twice and in the arm once. Now, I've said this many times on the channel that it's not about where you shoot someone, it's about why. So again, our shooter says, well, hey, he said he was going to kill me. I have the right to defend my life. And he threatened my life. So he said he was going, I'll kill you is what he said. So again, the shooter said that the dead guy said, I'll kill you. We didn't hear that on the audio, but just for that, remember, you have to be able to fulfill this triad of ability, opportunity, and manifested intent in order to justify the use of deadly force. There has to be objective, reasonable evidence that not only did he have the intent, so if he said, indeed, I'll kill you, I didn't hear that, but if we believe the shooter that he did say that, that's only one part of the triangle. Did he have the ability? Well, there was no gun found on the guy and no gun in his car, so he didn't have the ability. And even if he did, in this moment, right now, in this imminent moment, he doesn't have the opportunity because what our shooter said is he was going back to his car to get his gun. Never said that, and there's no gun in his car. And he's just taken a warning shot at him. What do you expect the guy to do? I would expect him to get away from me and run back to his car. So that makes all of this unreasonable, in my opinion. This is an unreasonable shoot. He does not have ability, opportunity, and manifested intent. At most, he has manifested intent, and even that is up for debate. So I don't see justified conduct here in any capacity. I don't think he should have shot this guy. Not only that, but there's a preclusion problem. So, okay, fine, you instigated the verbal altercation. Then you escalated it to deadly force by pulling out a gun and shooting at the guy when, if he said, I'll kill you, that's bad news too, and maybe could be considered assault or even aggravated assault. But without the ability and the opportunity to utilize that, then it's just an empty threat. And it could be seen as tough guy bravado, right? The next things from here, a couple things, is I don't think any of his actions from this place look like somebody who was just at fear of death or great bodily harm. Somebody who's like, dude, I was absolutely sure I was about to die, that he was going to kill me. I don't see how he acts the way that this man acts. He's loose, he's talking, he's doing okay, and he says, now you're fucking dead. So again, are these the words that I would expect from somebody who is afraid that he was about to die or was just about to be afraid? No, I think that this was damning in front of the jury and therefore is going to cause him problems. Next, he's taking forever. Oh, okay, I'm going to park my car. I'm going to take my time. I verified. Oh, okay, I just shut his car off. I didn't check in his car to see if there was a gun in there or anything like that. I'm not going to secure the gun. I'm not going to render him aid. I didn't get away and drive off because I was afraid he could still kill me. And then he starts talking to 911. And I'm telling you, this call to 911 was very poorly advised. Number two, all his statements to the police officers, his arguing with the cops, completely ill-advised, okay? I'm a court-admitted expert in use of force and self-defense, specifically in New Mexico where this happened. And I can't tell you enough, all these things look bad in front of the jury, And when they retry him on second-degree murder charges, I think there's a good chance they're going to convict him. He's already been serving over 2 years now, and he's probably going to serve, that's a 17-year presumptive sentence. Plus, he did it with a firearm, which is going to add an enhancement of, I believe, another 3 on there, okay? So 20 years in prison over this. Again, if he could go back, do you think he'd do it different? Remember, when you're on the phone with 911, that 5 points, who you are, who you're talking to. So I'm talking to 911. Yes, 911, my name is, where you are, what you need, and then shut up. Okay, you can hang up the phone with 911. Now he's gonna wait about 5 minutes for the cops to show up. This is the time he should have called his attorney. Later on, he's like, oh, I need to talk to my attorney. But instead, he's just farting around here doing nothing. No, man, get on the phone with your attorney right now. And this is why I love Firearms Legal Protection. Call that 800 number. You're on the phone with an actual attorney, and they can start advising you, and they're gonna tell you to shut up. The cops are gonna show up, invoke your right to silence, and then shut up. So, okay, expect the cops, though, to take your firearm. He should absolutely have expected that. Expect to be put in handcuffs, expect to be put in the back of a car, and shut up. Wait for your attorney. Don't say anything, because all these things that he's saying are gonna end up looking bad. Look at what he's doing. He's arguing with the cops. He's complaining about his mobile device, which they're absolutely going to take your mobile device away, okay? They're not going to let you call people because they're worried that you're going to start formulating a plan or coordinating witnesses or getting somebody to show up and break you out of there. They're not going to give you your phone. Arguing with the cops does you no good. Telling the sergeant that he's a jerk doesn't do you any good. And then when the detectives later are like, oh, hey man, my name's Derek, I'm nice, whatever. Dude, shut up. Let your attorney talk for you. I cannot tell you enough. Do not do stuff like this, okay? All this stuff looks bad. Now you might say, aha, the jury did not convict him on first-degree murder. And I agree, they didn't. Now that is, with a depraved mind. But the second-degree murder, 10-2 in favor, I think that he runs a real risk here, and what I see on video is not justified use of deadly force. So I haven't been contacted by the prosecution. I'm not involved in this case in any way, but my analysis of the video is this was not justified use of deadly force. And all of his statements afterward, this doesn't look like somebody who has just had a fear of death or great bodily harm. Doesn't look like somebody who is, under the effects of adrenaline like we would expect from somebody who has been at fear of death or great bodily harm. This is not what I would expect, and I don't see justification here for the use of deadly force. Remember, we must be good, sane, sober, moral, prudent people. De-escalate conflicts wherever we can. We want to get away from this because I'll guarantee you if this guy could do it over, he'd just let the guy go and wouldn't complain at him about driving too fast down the street. Or at the very least, when the guy comes back, oh, what's your problem? Hey man, I'm sorry, I'm tired or whatever. I'm frustrated after work. Just do me a favor, man. There are kids in the neighborhood. Just keep it slow, okay? Thanks so much, man. My bad. Have a great day. And again, when the guy starts arguing and complaining, de-escalate, get away from him. Use an OC spray. The guy didn't have any weapons on him or anything like that. If you felt like he was going to kick your butt, believe him, have something between a harsh word and a gun. This guy only had a gun. That's going to, again, it limits his options. And this guy's not a good person. I think he's going to go up the river for this, and I don't want that to happen to you. So learn the lessons here. Let's do better and cover our ASP.